UFC will hold a series of big matches in early 2024. The event we are looking forward to is the UFC celebration that has reached UFC 300, which will be held in April 2024. UFC boss Dana White has announced 3 matches that will fill the UFC 300 main card. However, the Ace card, duel or main event match is still kept secret. Even so, the UFC has announced that 2 former champions will compete. First, former light heavyweight champion, Jiri Prochazka. He will face Alexander Rakic. Second, former bantamweight champion, Aljamain Sterling, who moved up to featherweight. Sterling will challenge the 7th-ranked featherweight fighter, Kattar. There's no main event or anything like that, but I'll tell you, April 13, UFC 300, said UFC boss Dana White via UFC's social media account. Second place Jiri Prochazka vs 5th place Alexander Rakic, he said. Former bantamweight champion Aljamain Sterling moves up to featherweight to face number 7, Kattar, said the shaved-headed man. Apart from that, the new UFC champion, Bouts, received another honor by appearing again at the numbered event. Previously, he had 2 fights at UFC 285 and UFC 290. Bouts, with an undefeated record, 5-0, will still face an unranked fighter, namely Cody Brundage. Nickel himself is a fighter who once boasted that he would defeat Khamzat Chimaev. The fighter, who has only had 2 fights on the UFC stage, does have an impressive record. In 5 MMA matches, Bouts always beat his opponents by finishing in the first round. And the return of Bouts, he hasn't lost in 5 fights, added White. He has 5 wins. All by finish 5-0, and he faces Cody Brundage, said Dana White.